Wonder. Are you just saying that because you've been getting a lot of sponsored series lately?
I'm actually pretty happy for it, but it's like I get messages from developers being like, "Hey, sponsor?" And I'm like, "Sure." Let's see. I don't know.
Because you'd probably cover something even if you got a key, but maybe the sponsorship ensures that when you receive the key, you actually
The sponsorship ensures that I'm actually going to put effort in and keep to a schedule and make sure that I follow all specific talking points that they ask of me.
Ah.
Whereas if they don't pay me, I'll cover it, probably. I'll cover it when it's convenient. Okay, so I know there's an X there, because if this is part of the 4, there's one down here, and if it's not part of the 4, then this is the 1, but we don't know about the rest. Does mean that this would be here, no matter what. Oh, which means this is part of the 5. Doesn't help that much, but still.
Oh, hey. So look at that 5-2 column, third from the right.
Yes.
See that? That's probably going to be the 2 and the 1.
It has to be. In fact.
Because you can't get it any other way. Which means the 5 is somewhere up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we vaguely have an inclination where it is.
Oh, yeah, that's a 1, probably. Yeah.
This has to be a 1.
That's a 1.
We don't know if this is the 3, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a duck. You never know. Oh. That has to be the 1, which means this is the 2.
Oh, hey, look at the 3-3 row near the bottom.
Yeah?
You can eliminate a lot of stuff on that side.
Yep. Actually means this is the rightmost 3. Let's see.
That's probably the 2.
That's a 1.
Or no, there could be 1, 2, 1. Yeah, anywhere in there. Oh, hey, you can get that one on the far right. See that 2 row at the very bottom?
This.
Up?
This. Oh.
Yes. Yeah, that can't be there.
It does not belong. Actually means. Would this be? Yeah.
That has to be part of one of the other 3s.
Yeah, because it can swing left or right, but it can only swing left or right by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Much wiggle room.
Either way, that has to have an X in between, right?
This has to be one of the ones.
But look at that.
Give me a second.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So you know where the 3 and the 3 are.
Mm-hmm. 6 is up here. Which means this is part of the 3.
Ah, yeah.
We don't know where the 1 is, so I can't X anything off.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know that on the far left is part of the 3, so you can X off some stuff.
Here?
At the far left. First row. Or first column, I should say.
Oh, this. Yep. Which means I can get rid of those. Oh, this
Which
2
means
is
that's
here.
part of the 2.
Which means the 6 goes down.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be part of a 1. Oh, which means we know where the 6 and the 7 are.
Nice.
Means we know where this 3 is. That's a 1. That's locked off.
Which means that you can put it over a little bit more for that 3. So X off some stuff. Mm-hmm.
Oh. We know this is the 2.
Ah, yeah. So at that point, There's still too much on the bottom that's left up in the open, out in the open, I should say.
No.
Oh, you know that those can't be there because the ones are at the end.
Mm-hmm. Since that's the 4, which means the 2's up here.
Ah, oh, you can X that off then, right up there. Done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, means we know that's the 4. That means that's X'd off.
Yeah, that's 5.
Because the 5 is there. 3 kind of extends this way. Which means I can X that off, these off, which means we just know where this is. 6 is done. 2 is here. 5 is done. 3 has to be here, so the 2 has to be here. So that's the 4.
Oh, hey, look at that. You know where that 3 is situated? In the middle. Can I take it?
Sure.
So, you see how this is a 1 down here?
Yeah.
That's a 1, which means that we have to put it this way.
Right. Means that's X'd off. Which means we don't know if this is part of the 1 of the 4 yet. This is a 2. This is a 2. Let's see. So we know this is here at the very least. This has to be part of the 3 actually. So we can lock that off. I don't know about the rest. Yeah, I don't have anything on that 7 yet.
Yeah, I don't have anything. It's all small numbers, isn't it?
Yep. A lot of blank spaces. A lot of empty openings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the moment I'm trying to see if there's just anything that isn't feasible.
Oh, here we go.
Huh? 1 point swing?
Yep, 1 point swing. If we don't have anything better, start looking for those. I think that's actually the only... Still, that's a start. That means this is the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that can't be. That might be. This is a 3, so this is the 2.
Actually, yeah, look at that. 2, 1, 2. Before you get that second 2 with the 1 to the right.
Be, yeah, so we have to have a 2 in here. This has to be the 1. This has to be the 2. Let's see. So this has to be here. Let's see. We know this point is here. Do you know where
That's
this 3 is? I still don't know too much about that one, but that's okay. This is more wiggle room than we had previously. This has to be one of the ones. We just don't know which.
Yeah, that could be a part of the 2.
Huh. Huh.
So that was the 3, 1, 2, 2 that you had figured out.
Yeah. Oh. This has got to be here, which means this is locked off.
Oh, because that 2 is up at the top. Yeah.
Yep, which means this is the 1. This is there. This whole column is done. This is part of the 4. Let's see.
Oh, hey, then that top left corner can't be filled in. Because you can't have a 2 there.
Here. Which means this is here.
1, 1, and then 3, 1?
Yeah. So I'm assuming this is the 3 for the 3, 1, 2, 2, but I don't know yet. This is a 2, which means we can actually lock off much of that there. which means we know this is the 2. This is a 1.
Can't you
This
block
has
off?
to be part of the 3.
Can you block off more up over here in the second row?
Here?
Yeah, because there's only a 3.
Considerably more, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only does so much. So we locked this off. Oh, this is done.
Uh-oh, I see a problem.
Where?
The 216 row.
Oh,
Middle.
you mean here?
There's no spot for a 2. Something's wrong.
Damn it.
Because unless you made the mistake early on and that 2 shouldn't
It
have
could
been there
be
in
this.
the middle.
Yeah, it was probably this. I
Hmm.
thought this was part of the 3.
But it could have been on its own.
Yeah. That actually could be one of the ones. Okay, let's just do that if there's another spot.
Okay.
So it's got to be here. Wait. Oh. Oh. Which means we can X these 2 off. Which means the 3 is here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that seems to work. Seems to agree with everything that we know.
You can probably X
this
some
is a 3.
stuff off from the right side for
That's
the 1,
there.
2, 3.
This is the 1. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Which means that's the 1. This is the 3. This is done. This is done. This is done. That's the 4. That's done. We still don't know on this one. Okay. X what off where who?
Can I take it?
Actually, no.
Hmm.
Sorry, I just spotted more.
Well, then you already figured it out. I was going to X off some of the stuff to the right of that 3. But no can do.
I apologize. This seems to be working better. Much better. There we go. It's a duck.
It's a tape. Yeah, film reel.
There seems to be some form of analog data storage. Primitive, but effective.
It's not just Data Scout. These are movies.
Movies? What movies?
Quit jostling me. I'm trying to read the labels.
Are they detective movies? Can we watch one?
I don't recognize the titles. Fog over Gainsborough. The Elm of Scott's Wood.
According to my knowledge database, they were written and directed by Aaron Kino.
Not surprising that she'd have copies of her films on her own boat. Maybe she was planning a screening? How's the radio, Captain? Pick up anything interesting?
Not a peep.
I could be wrong, but you seem upset.
Damn right. That signal's my only way out of here, but it's probably just a...
Detective, get over here! The code is repeating! Ah, you missed it again.
Damn it all. Now we gotta wait until it repeats again.
Well, Scott probably recorded it. Yep.
No, we don't. I recorded it, attempting to decode. It seems the code is too complex for my limited decryption algorithms. I need additional hardware.
Can I go now? You got your code. You can't just go. This is a murder investigation. Am I a suspect?
He's got a point. The diamonds, Mal. Everything at the moment points towards no. Because who would beat up the original captain and be the new captain?
Mm-hmm. Who's capable of that?
Who can punch someone into oblivion?
Mm-hmm.
I suspect this guy.
Honor, you're dumb.
Honor, why? Everything at the moment points towards Ray and Aaron.
We found no evidence against Captain Musulman.
No, guys, you're letting a potential suspect escape. He barely says anything. He just admitted that that code was his way out of here. Did that mean his way out of here as in as soon as they found the code he could leave? Or what's the deal with it?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you read his tattoo? It might be a clue. 5th Legion, and it's a bunch of horses over a torch, I think.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Navy, probably. Back in Vietnam.
Alright, fine, but I'll need your contact details in case we need to talk to you. Call the agency, they got my number.
One last thing, Captain. Don't leave town. Isn't that what we're supposed to say? Where is Captain Musulman going, and shouldn't you be at the hospital?
I just couldn't stay away.
An admission of targeted harassment. Brave choice, detective. Stupid, but brave.
I'd better get out of here before I do something I'll regret.
Yep, they looked annoyed at him.
More clues. What?
What was in the back? By the cushions?
Yeah, apparently so.
Something in the cushions, but why? Why are they so blind? It was mysterious enough that they brought on a new captain last minute and he didn't seem at all the type that they would hire. But to have the real captain? Do you know what I bet? That it wasn't Mal trying to find a way to that island. It was the sailor guy. Maybe they're going to detour and take all the diamonds to that island.
Maybe. Oh, this is going shockingly smoothly.
Oh, Carl, you know the 2-1 at the end of that row, right below.
2-1.
Yeah, they're right there. Up.
This.
Yeah, 1-2.
Yep. There's a lot of details that I'm just slowly filling in.
Now the 2-1-1-2 looks promising right there. And the 1-2-2-2 in the middle. Oh, that 3 has to be there.
Okay. Like I said,
4-1-2.
give me a bit. There's a lot of...
Okay.
There's a lot that I'm just filling in. Uh-oh.
What's wrong? Did you mess something up?
This one, I think. Yeah. I had accidentally X'd this one off.
Oh, that's a 2 right there, down there. Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 1. Means that's there. This is a 2. It's the only place that I'm going to be able to get a 4 in. That's a 2. There's 1 here, and it's locked off. Means that's up here. This is the 4. That's done. This is locked off. That whole thing is done. That's there. That's a 2, which means that's a 2. This is a 2. Boy, howdy. Just handing me everything on platters.
Oh, well, you know where that 2 is.
Yep.
Much of that 4.
It's so easy. Let's see. It's gonna
It's
be
like
the
some
1.
kind of device.
6 is there. It's done. 1, 2. That's locked off. This is a 2. This is a 2. You know, the 4 is there. That's locked off. This is all here. This has to be a 1.
You're pretty much on the last leg. Oh, that's a 2.
Yep. There we go. I think that was probably one of the fastest.
Oh, it's the thing that you clap. Yeah. Clapper board.
Yep.
I haven't seen one of these since the day we met.
What do these shock markings indicate?
It says it's for a production called Radio. Directed by Erin Kino. Must be left over from one of her movies. Scene 448, take 2 EA. That doesn't make sense. Whoever wrote this must have made a mistake.
Perhaps not. 2EA is 746 in hexadecimal encoding.
Wait, you think they had to do 746 takes of one scene?
Perhaps Aaron's a perfectionist.
Oof. Right, the hexadecimal.
What do you want now?
Can you give us an explanation for that radio signal?
Sounded like noise to me. It was probably just interference.
So far, the only interference around here has been you.
Very funny. You should have gotten into comedy. Perhaps then you wouldn't have been fired.
The game's up, Ray. We found the diamonds.
What diamonds?
In the cargo hold. The ship's carrying enough gems to bedazzle Union Station.
It's the first I've heard of it. I can only assume Mal Cruz was conducting some sort of criminal enterprise.
But he was attacked. He's the victim.
I'm sure he'd like you to think so, but answer me this. Why was he attacked? I propose that's because because he was working with criminals. Diamond smugglers aren't known for being good people. Present. Cruz. No comments.
Where did all these fake skulls come from?
How should I know?
They were in your cargo hold.
Mal must have put them there. God only knows what he was up to.
Do you recognize these reels of film?
Yes, some of Aaron's early movies. Somewhat crude now looking back, but still bold in vision and execution. If her new films are better, why keep these? You'd be surprised at the things you can learn from your past work if you look closely.
Can you tell me anything about the project this clapperboard came from?
Radio? I don't remember it.
Oh, maybe it's a signal. 448, take 2. Yeah,
It's a frequency.
Something that you have to put the radio to. Maybe that will allow you to hear what's needed. What's your take on the radio signal, Detective?
Whatever it is, it's important enough to be sent in code. My money's on it being something to do with the diamonds. But I thought Scout had some kind of hacking program written into that silicon of his. Can he break the code?
Sorry, Detective. My abilities are limited to wired communication protocols.
Isn't there some kind of police gadget we can use?
We do have something that might do the job back at the station. Never used it myself, but you can figure it out. I'll radio ahead and let them know we need it.
Unlocked location, police station.
Presents call. Not thinking of keeping those diamonds, are you?
Who'd miss one skull out of a few hundred? Fine.
I don't really watch modern stuff. Give me a black and white flick any day.
I agree. Nothing could beat the classics.
Might have more in common than I thought.
Guys, use the clapperboard for the frequency. Cross said there should be some decoding equipment around here somewhere. But first, we have to identify it.
Because we don't know what we're looking at, so we must pick her. Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
This is a big one.
That it is, and everything looks so small.
Okay, 2-point swing. 1. 1-point swing.
Hmm.
3-point swing. We do have a lot of big numbers that we're
Can I
just
take
throwing
something
around
for a
at
moment?
least. What?
Can I take something for a moment?
No!
Yeah.
Yes. That has to be an X. Because there are no 3s in that row.
In fact, this has to be a 1. Oh wow, look at look at these 2 rows. We can even just slightly get up in there. That'll help a lot. Let's see. 2-point swing. Not bad. Let's see. That's a 1. Means that's a 2. What else do we got? Got a lot of cripes. It's so big.
Can I take this for a moment?
Sure.
Now, feasibly, this cannot go
Yeah,
down.
they cannot. So you have to put 2 X's between those 2.
Really? Why 2 X's?
Because if this is the 3, it
It could also
yeah,
extend down.
No matter what. Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So this has to have an X here. Sorry, I'm starting to get to that sleepy part where I'm making dumb leaks of logic.
Leaps of logic.
And now I'm hungry. Thanks.
Wait, what does leaking or leaping have to do
Leaks.
with leaks? Oh, you mean the vegetable?
Yes.
You're always hungry.
I'm hungry.
But we're not going to be feeding you any more chili, which is unfortunate because you have
No.
a bunch of it.
No. No. We're hungry. Oh, well, that's done.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be part of one of the ones. We just don't know which.
Can the 8 be moved over at all?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Still a 2-point swing.
How's that 12 looking?
It's the same as it
Okay.
ever was. Yeah. If we can get an X here, that makes everything easier.
But
But the-
unfortunately, there could be a 1 and a 1.
Uh-huh.
Are you just trying to see what's the points are that can't move?
Yeah. So these two are here no matter what, which is actually very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because it means we know that's up there. This is a 1.
That has to be a 1 below it.
This has to be a 1 below it. Yep, which means we can X that off. Because the 2 won't fit in there anyway. So we've got this down here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably part of the 2. Oh. Gotta put an X between that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's...
Because it could be 2, 1, 1, 1.
Well,
yeah.
one way or another, these are...
Those are going to be 1s.
Yeah, those have to be 1s. Same thing with... this one. This has to be a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I can X that off. I guess... this would be a 1.
Because 3, 1...
Yeah, because this
1,
could be
2.
the 3, this could be the second one, or the first or the second one.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Let's see what else we can potentially decipher.
Oh, that's a 1.
Hmm?
This here is a 1.
Okay.
And this would be a 1. We just don't know which one. A lot of empty spaces.
Yeah, and the 1 can go anywhere over there, and then...
Let's see.
Can you do a hypothetical for the 1, 1, 2, 2, 1 row?
This one?
Second row.
This one. 2,
Yeah, and then the other 2 would have to be on the other side.
2, 1. So this, interestingly enough, these cannot move. These have to be here.
No.
Because this doesn't necessarily have to be.
You could have a 2 to the right,
Yeah,
but they have to be on that side.
but this has to be X'd off at the
Mhm.
very least. Not that it helps too much. This could be one of the ones. So it could be
It could
one
be
over
one of the ones
here,
or a 2.
1, and then a 2 here. But this has to be here. Oh, hey. That means we just found our 4.
Because it can't extend.
Yep.
And, yep. How do you know that's blocked off?
For this one?
Yeah, well,
So-
the one that you just did.
I knew this was a 2. This had to be a 1. So I blocked it off. Which meant the 2 had to be right here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, 6 has to be there.
Oh, hey, that has to be 1 there, so that has to be X'd off, yeah.
That has to be a 2, which means that's the 3. That's the 1. This whole column is done. Let's see. 6 is done here. This is the 4. Means we know where the 12 is. We know where the 2 is, so this...
That's done.
Yep.
That's done. Oh, now that it's 11-1, what can you do?
Oh, because I've
Oh,
got
that
the
has
8
to be a
in
1
here.
right there, actually. Can I take it for a moment?
Sure.
See how this is a 6? That has to be a 1, which means that for the 11-1,
Yep. So the 1 has to be here.
does the 11 extend all the way?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, which means the 5's here.
That's done?
Yep. That has to be a 1.
Oh, well, that's a 1 row. Exit off.
Oh, this one.
Yes. So those are all done. Nothing else can be there. That could still... Oh, yeah, I suppose that would have to be a 1.
We're getting there.
Oh, doesn't that have to be the 2 right here? Can I take it?
This one.
Yeah. So then you know where the 3 is.
Yep. I think if we had actually paid attention to that direction, we would have known. Still don't know if this is the 1 or the 2, though. Wait, no. This has to be the 2. Yep. Which actually means his entire top is done.
Does that mean that that 1 has to be down there? For the 1, 1, 1, 1 row? Or column?
This one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That has to be there. No, we don't know. It makes sense to have this whole thing be kind of X'd off, but...
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at columns. What do we got? Well, this column is done. So we know this 5 is here, this 5 is here. This 2 is here. Yep, so was right.
Mm-hmm. That's the pattern.
2, 1. So we know this has to be here. Which means the 2 has to be down here because that's locked off.
Mm-hmm.
That's locked
That's
off.
a 1.
Which means
which means the 2 you can at least put 1 more X in that row.
which one?
Can I take it?
Sure. Oh. Okay.
Just to narrow things down a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 1 and 1, it has to... Were you guessing on that one?
No. Because this is a 2. This is a 2. It had to be there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I put the X here, which meant one of the 2 1s had to be up here. And then I could X this off. Now, I'm not guessing. I just might not be vocalizing.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you know where that 2 is. Yep. Yep, there's the device.
It's a Game Boy.
Police decoder.
Game Boy. They used Game Boy pockets.
You found it! Now we can finally decrypt that radio message.
Not quite. We still need the decryption key. My analysis indicates we're looking for a key pair of 2 12-bit integers.
2 numbers. Can't you just guess?
There are 16.7 million possible combinations. At a rate of 2 per second, it would take me approximately 197 days to guess the correct pair.
Guys, the clapboard. So we can't find out what this code says until next spring? So much for moving fast against the Kinos. Wait a second. What about the clapperboard?
Scene 448, take 2E. 448 and 746. Yeah, that could be the key pair. I can attempt decoding immediately, although I will need access to the yacht radio to replay the recording.
Haven't you got a speaker?
Of course, that's how you hear my voice, but decoding without the original hardware could introduce errors. Really quite fascinating. You see, a minor variance in the playback matrix could result in unanticipated...
I'm just going to pretend I understand, and we'll head back to the anemone.
That'll also work. I've entered the decryption key into the police decoder. No errors so far. Beginning playback. Compensating for ambient noise, adjusting for frequency thresholds. I have it. The decrypted message is ELM.
Elm, oh. So the elm tape, the elmwood tape.
Oh.
Is that it? I don't understand.
Elm, a tree of the genus Ulmus, often cultivated for its attractive foliage, but also known for its use in shipbuilding.
Okay. But why would someone go through the trouble of encrypting the name of a tree? Ah! I think I know why someone transmitted Elm to the anemone. It had to be something innocuous, but distinctive. Something the police would never understand, but that someone on this boat would recognize. Yep. Elm refers to one of Aaron's films. We've got the answer right here on one of these reels.
You're right. One of the movies we found is called The Elm of Scotswood. Could the signal be referring to that?
It makes sense, doesn't it? And it all but confirms the transmission was intended for the Kinos.
But we still don't know what it signifies. Is it a signal? Were we supposed to watch the movie?
Maybe. But we're missing one thing.
A projector.
I was going to say popcorn.
I could scan the film with my camera, frame by frame, and look for anything out of the ordinary.
In one of Aaron's films? You'll be here all week.
I'll do my best. Initiating scan.